Back for another recap video. Attended the West Coast Card Show today in Anaheim, California again. Funny enough, it was in the same ballroom, I guess if you want to call it, as the Pokemon Center was last week. So picked up a couple cards. Combination of trading, selling, buying. First pickup, the Shiny Oddish to go along with our Shiny Gloom and Vileplume that we picked up last week. So had to pick him up. Only saw him in 2 binders. I did pick up this. It says MP, moderately played Vileplume. This is from a set called the Southern Islands from the very early 2000s. It might even be like 2000. Let me see if there's nothing on there, but there's a reverse holo of this that's really nice. This card, they said, oh yeah, we just got it in this condition and these types of old cards. It's really hard to decide how much a card is worth sometimes. They had it at 8, and I was like, yeah, I'm just looking around right now. I've seen the actual version I want in a couple, but it was $5, so I picked up this rather than like the $60 reverse holo, the real reverse holo one. But who knows? Maybe I'll pick that up one day. I have the Japanese version of this, but I'd never picked up the English one. It used to be like a $2 card. I picked up that Japanese one for $2 way back when. But I got them down to like 12 on this, and I was pretty happy with it. So, good looking card here. Another Vileplume. We're sticking with we're on this, we went through a list of like, what do I want to add to my collection? What do I want to work towards? So all these ones, let's see, you got $5, $5, $12, pretty good. That was all cash so far. Next one, we've got a trio here. Just my last video kind of cut out. I ran out of storage space, so I had to get some more space. I definitely need to work on backing up my phone. I was saying the next set was just a couple binder cards. These cards, I'll tell you, the video doesn't really do it justice of how good the Amazing Rares look in person. Pretty happy to add these. They've been cheap for a long time, $10, $4, and then I think I had them throw in, this is like a $2 or $3 card. So paid $15 for all these. Ended up just doing cash as well. But the Rayquaza, let me see if I can get a little bit more of this card on camera. It still doesn't quite do it justice. In person, it really pops. But Amazing Rares, people used to think these were going to go crazy. They've all stayed relatively flat now. Like I said, the Rayquaza is about $10, a popular Pokemon. The Jirachi is also really, really nice in person. And then, just like I said, was looking for another card to finish the deal. I already showed off these, but my camera had died, so we'll toss those back up there again. All right, the next deal, I was working with a YouTuber that I watch a lot. His name's Oyama Trading. Ended up trading in 2 vintage cards, some like moderately played, lightly played stuff for the Speech Roll. And I've been meaning to get this card from Astral Radiance for a long time. Gorgeous card. Love me some Gen 1. So pretty good for an illustration rare. Somebody walking around throughout the day just telling everybody, hey, I'm looking for Oddish Evolution line and stuff like that. When they ask, what are you looking for? This Gloom from one of the E-Series sets. I'm actually not even sure which E-Series, but $3 listed. I got it for $2. Just a quick add to the collection. The next card, I only found 2 of these in the whole card show. Took a little bit. The first time, the first guy wasn't really willing to work with me, and the second time, the other person was. So it was, fine. You go back and you try talking to people. But this is one of the Blossom cards that I've been looking for, and it has this really big swirl over here as well. But definitely, played. Has a little bit of wear and stuff on the back, but they had it marked at 65. I ended up getting it down to 60, and I ended up doing some trades. So they took a couple cards, maybe one card that I would have liked to hold on to, a Mega Gardevoir. It was like $21 value, but turned to like 5 cards plus 17 cash from my direction. So 17 bucks spent there. We've also got this Sudowoodo I've been meaning to pick up for a long time. Marked at 15, paid 12. So definitely a reason I wanted to go on a Sunday. People aren't going to be as firm on some of these things, but you're able to just work a little bit closer together, I would say, or closer on whether or not you can make some deals work. Probably my favorite pickup of the whole day is the Blossom First Edition from Neo Genesis. This one is minty. They had a PSA like drop-off thing there. I almost picked it up, or rather dropped it off for grading. Chatted with a few people who had similar first editions in their cases, and they were all saying, hey, I'm pretty sure you should just grade this. So thinking about grading it. It's got some maybe always hard to see in video, but some light scratching here. There's also a swirl up here that I didn't know about until I was talking about it with somebody else. But I have this card in Unlimited, and why not grab the, I'm looking for the Blossoms and the Vileplumes all day. Saw this card at like 3 different booths, all about $50, and I ended up getting it for $50. I traded away one of my Jesse and James full art cards, the same cards I've been trading, just to get a lot of trade value, because it's about a $50 card and vendors are always happy to take it. So I traded that away plus 11 bucks to pick up that card. And then the final pickup, this was in a binder somebody had, so I was worried that there would be something wrong with it, but it's called Triple Beat in Japanese, but it's called Paldea Evolved, the set in English. And just a beautiful card. This card is going for somewhere around like, I think $2,200-$2,300 in an English 10. Raw Japanese, I paid 80 bucks. I won a coin flip for whether it was going to be $80 or $90. So I won a coin flip on that, which was good. He's willing to do that. If you look closely, you can notice above my thumb here, we've got the Gyarados hiding up there as well. So definitely a card I've been meaning to get. Another card I almost straight up submitted to PSA right there, but I didn't want to take too long. It was at the end of my day, so I just decided to come home and do a quick recap of everything. Definitely another good haul. Let's see if I can think about it cash-wise. I spent 5, 12, so that's 22 plus 15. We got 37. That was $3 my way, so now we're at 34. Spent this 36. This one I had $17 coming my way. So let's see. Now we're down to $19 spent. Spent $12 here, so we're back up to 31. This guy here, I spent $11 cash, so it's 42. And then this was $80 cash. So I think if my math was correct all there, I spent $122 today, plus I spent $25 to get into the show. So we're up to $147 there. And then parking was 18 bucks. So that's $165. I did sell some packs, some loose packs that I had from Sun and Moon, ranging from $15 a pack. Some of them were up to like $38 a pack. And I sold a total of 11 packs for $178. So I was pretty happy. So a combination of trades plus that big sale of, 11 loose packs means I actually, with parking and purchasing and trading and everything else, I guess I came out on top $16 today. So definitely not a bad day. Not sure what my next one's going to be. I just did back-to-back weekends of Pokemon. Prices are definitely high right now. So I think I might be a little bit more looking to sell, or even just holding off a little bit longer, seeing how this next set kind of goes at the end of September that releases. And then, of course, we're always looking forward to the 30th anniversary in early 2026. So thanks, everybody, for watching. Definitely had a good time today. Spent somehow all 6 hours there. So definitely had a specific like goal in mind with some of the cards I was picking up today, but then I also always just like to see, what I want to pick up. So thanks again for watching.